to execute and then keep track of it. That is one of the things that I find a little more difficult. And the major thing that I've stopped auto trade is because I want to run a 50 delta or a 60 delta or a range of delta. Between this, I needed to pick my script for certain situations, right? Which I've requested for, and they've agreed to add this in the new algo. That it's not ATM. ATM is taking futures ATM, so that may not be the best thing for me. I want a 50 delta based strike, right? So that I can try and formulate a delta based strangle or something like that. So there are a lot of things I'm waiting for the algo. Let's see what comes. Okay, it's 11:05. Let's start. When people are free, they will hop on. Okay, let's quickly. I'll share my screen, and I don't know how many of you have seen, but I will share my special setup that I have finally sort of cracked. We can see my screen. Okay, let me cancel everything and keep the chart clean. See, this is a nice ABC, right? And it's broken out. There is no 45-degree trend lines left. Where is my 45-degree? Yeah, there's no 45-degree trend lines left, and the targets are very very good, and it's likely going to achieve. But what I want to see is a small pullback and a continuation to tell me that this has power in them, right? So I'm waiting for this, but nonetheless, let's see what happens. Shorting into strength sometimes will pay off, but sometimes may not be. And let's take a look at what my intraday is telling as well, right? I think this is the one that we generally see. Can you see this? This is, if somebody is following this, this is a very interesting observation that I made recently. Okay, if anybody is following this, you can sort of see this, right? What is the rule? This, the current should be above the previous two. Okay, but when the current is happening, it keeps moving along the day, so you need to take the previous three, and this one should be above or below for you to confirm a trend. Okay, so this is the current day. This is day minus 1, day minus 2, day minus 3. So you need to take minus 1, 2, 3 to determine the trend. And here the trend is neutral. But something very interesting happened. Can you see this? There is a this is let's say day minus 1. Minus 1 has confirmed to me that it is bearish, but the current day closes here, which is above the previous two. At 3:15 when I saw this, I was like, wait, hold on, something's not adding up. This was a proper trap. This was a like a consider double bottom sell, and this became a double top buy, and then boom, it went. And I carried the long from here, right, along with my system, of course. But this was one of the findings that I had to see how to how to see where the market's trapping, and if this is now. But please keep in mind, this keeps moving through the day. This is the current day. It keeps moving through the day, and this will give you a confirmation only by 3:15, 3:20, right? There was a clear indication that the sellers were in control, but the next day when it opened, during close, it told me buyers have taken control fully. There's no more, power left with sellers. And then you saw 20, 25, 300 to just taking off in no time, right? The next steps kept getting better and better. So this is one of the simple tricks that I got, but I've tried going back to see it, but I've never got a previous instance to see it. But if you get it, please do keep a tab. It is very, very powerful. This horizontal count will give you a good indication whether the momentum has shifted from bears to bulls or bulls to bears if this is ulta as well, right? This is a proper trap system, and this trap system just gave just gave way for you know, a good bull run that happened. But again, it's to be watched, right? What's the understanding here? On daily point one, it is a nice ABC, and it is a volatile ABC. I wouldn't call it nice ABC. It's a very volatile. There's a big anchor column, there's a high pole, there's another low pole, then there's a low pole follow through, and the anchor is taken out. There are a lot of things that happen in the last 10, 20 days, right? So it has been a volatile month, but somebody who enjoys data, I don't know why this did not qualify, or what did I run? I ran a follow through scanner. Okay, somebody who seasonality scanner. No, I need a seasonality index. Somebody who understands what is, like, how we use data. You would have already known that October month is one of the most volatile months, right? And it is a mean reversion month where positive negative is a 50%, right? An average performance is a little lower, but this month is going to be volatile for sure, which we knew at the start of the month itself. Like, generally, I think only May is the next or the best or the most volatile month. After May is October only. So pretty much, I think in one of our private conversations I had mentioned this out, that this is going to be extremely volatile, and it's a 4% up move down move that you can track, and my tracking from that time was 25,600 as the upper limit from the start of October. So now we are here, and I think we might see some mean reversion as per data if it happens. I'm saying as per data. The last 6 or 7 trading sessions left, I think there might be a little catch to this, right? But let's see how it plays out. Cool. Anything with Nifty? This is all I have for Nifty. There's nothing that I see here. Okay, I had made a mistake. Let me run the. Ayo, first is followed through. No. Where is my top down? Top down, and I have not put to do Nifty 500 daily top down. I want a multi-denominator, Nifty 50 and Nifty 500, and yes. Satish, hi. What is the rule? Does anybody remember that we used to follow? Or just because a few days I'm out, a few weeks I'm out, doesn't mean we all forgot?
Above 15.
Yes, thank you very much. 15 to 18 minus 15 to minus 18. Where is my top down? Right. Do, 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 do. Greater than equal to 15. Greater than equal to 15, I have 3, and less than equal to 15 minus 15, then equal to minus 15. Can you see what just happened? Markets in a bull trend, your portfolios are not running, but you know Everybody is saying bullishness everywhere, but is my data saying bullish? Your chart is saying bullish, fair enough, but is my sector data saying bullish? It's not, because I have 20 sectors which are in the bottom threshold of minus 15 to minus 18, and I have only three sectors in the plus 15 to 16, right? Where is the push coming from? When you see the push is coming from the top powerful stocks of, highest weighted index of Nifty, which is why financial services, if I don't even look at what is happening, I know financial services has HDFC, ICICI, Bajaj Finance, and these kind of stocks are running, which has good weightage in Nifty, and which is why Nifty is running too. Of course, Reliance is running. We know Reliance is one of the powerhouses. It's running. So the top 5, 10 stocks, barring IT is not supporting. Those are running, which has pushed Nifty higher and higher, right? If I look at the data, you please tell me if you see any amount of bullishness that you can see in this market. Why is it running then? Right? But sometimes there's no logic. Data is not supporting what we are looking at. I think somebody pinged. Please record the session. I don't know if anybody is there here to record, but just understand the concept, guys. I think this is where this is the kind of things that I did to show what I will show you next as to what I have built. Right? My whole thing is there underlying participation from the sectors pushing the price higher or lower, right? If this A is equal to B, if bull is equal to bear, then there's a tug of war, which is why the market has gone sideways. I understand it, fair enough. But there is a clear divergence between the sectors, and the bearish sectors are heavy, but the price is going up. There's a very clear divergence, and which is why I told in my this thing, I'd like a pullback. I'd like this to stabilize, and then bulls take control. That is when you will go aggressively, right? If you're just looking for short term trading, no problem, doesn't matter. Trade patterns, trade breakouts, and keep your SLs and keep running at it, and I think it will come. Oh, Mr. Mukesh Verma is back. Thank you, Mukesh. Okay, so this is something that I've seen, right? Now, can you can you still see my screen? Is the Power BI visible? I think so, no? Yeah, it is. Right. Let me explain what this is. Right. This is my score that I create a private look. When I come back from work, I need to see it instantly. This is the overall market health. I'm not talking Nifty 50, Nifty 500, total market, nothing. I'm talking NSE all stocks, and I want to see what is the health of the market. Right. The minute I come home, my team would have updated the data. I just need to refresh this, and I have a very clear trend. Right? There are a lot of times you would have seen my messages on the group saying the market is heated, no more fresh longs or no fresh shorts, right? Or if you have followed my message somewhere, I think somewhere here I said I'm going all in, and then in the next 2 3 days it sort of, I think here I went all in around 27th or 6th of September. I went all in, and I exited at the mean reversion side, right? This is what it is. And uh, where is the data? Did I post it on this group? Let me try and get the data, or I have it here. Give me 1 second. No, I think no. This is the data. See, this I'm going to, let me give you a background first, right? There is a method of how I collect how many bulls are there for the day and how many bears are for the day. And if I do bull minus bear, I will get a positive and a negative number, right? So when I see bulls going above 215 compared to bears, there is an overbought condition as per this data, right? And when it goes below 268, like when bears are extremely dominating, when the market is saying bears are extremely dominating, and it goes below 268, it is like a signal for me to uh, Where is it? Ah. It is like a signal for me to stop the shots or slower down. Come on, guys. It is a signal for me to stop these, or reduce my positions, or you do whatever you want with it, right? It's your sessions, it's your how, it's your hand, how you want to press, right? But then is this good, which is what I need to test, right? So when I got the overbought condition, oversold date, what happened at the Nifty price of overbought when I was shorting, when I was supposed to, continuously overbought, right? When it was 9th June. Let's see. See here. This is my 9th June and it came here to 12th June. Right? Now what is my system saying? Where is this? Okay. Nifty was at 25,100. It gave me a short. Right? I shorted it. At the exit it gave me 24,888. I got 214 points. Holding period was 3 days. Very good. Right? The next time it gave me a short position is here, right? Because this is an EOD system, I will have to do it somewhere here. 24th June it gave me a short, and then one more month later, from here to here, it gave me the next oversold at 25th July, right? Where is 25th July? 24th June, holding period 31 days, 25th July, it gave me a 207-point run, right? But then the next three short trades did not work, right? Now I have this piece of information. I want to run it for another 5 sessions at least, 5 positions at least, right? Then I can see whether I need to keep this system or eliminate this system. As of now, the system is down 126 points. The average hold time is for this system is 15.4 days, right? Now, if I give me 1 second, I'll stop sharing and I'll bring up a screen that I have. Stop presenting. Where did I do that? Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen again. Can you see my screen? Okay. This data, what you see, is of the IVR score. Okay. Now let's take a deeper look at this. Okay. First, it gave me like a buy here, 18th June. Okay, because this is an EOD system, I would have bought it on 19th June. This is what my system should say. 18th June entry date. Okay, 30th June is the exit. Where is the exit of 30th June? Here. 27th, because I couldn't have been able to exit, I have to exit at the next open, which is why I've captured this, right? I think this was the entry of this. So I've probably here I've taken 18th June, whatever, one day here and there, right? Now, same thing like this, whole day was 12, entry price was this, close price was this. It was a long position. I got 850 points. Next, it's a SAR, it's a stop and reverse method. So immediately when you exit your long, you enter your shorts. When you exit, when you exit your long, you enter your short. So immediately I've exited and I've entered a short position. Now this is 30th June, right? Here I've entered. The next day was a loss day, big loss day, right? And then it started correcting. It came back. Now I exited on 28th of July. My exit should have been 28th of July, right? 20 shorts per long that have been built up, right? This is purely my way of interpretation to see who's in control. Now I'm clearly seeing sector saying bears are in control, and my long short ratio saying bears are in control. By NSE all stocks, which explains why half the people are complaining that their portfolios are not going up, because the top 5, 10 stocks, 15 stocks are running and the others are not, which is why our portfolios are not running. And then if you see the long short ratio is not, is supporting bears. The IVR score is below 1. which is still indicating that bears are there. Breadth you can see at 1.14, but if you see breadth is in the recent 1.23, 1.22, 1.17, so it's not able to push past. The bulls are not able to take over, right? If you see the last few days of price action, is this any resemblance to what Nifty has done to the Nifty 500 breadth? There is absolutely no correlation. Nifty is running at a pace on its own, at a league on its own, with zero correlation to broader market, and which is why I think I might be 1,000,000% wrong at this. Please don't go take any positions or anything of that sort. I think this is a proper trap, right? I want broader markets, broader sector to participate in a healthy uptrend, but I don't see a very healthy uptrend. One, two sectors are not participating. Three, my seasonality data, which is 8%. Where is my seasonality Nifty? If you go back and do the exercise, you will see that 8% is the one, and at the open, you add 4% to the open, you will probably come to 25,600. I've done the math, which is why I think I sort of know the number, right? And this is just my 2 cents. Again, I'm reiterating this. I might be a zillion percent wrong, but let's see what happens. This is my conviction. I'm sitting on the side of puts. Well, I did enjoy a good run on the calls, but from yesterday's close, I've been sitting on puts. Any questions? Anything? Or you want to call me crazy? Please feel free. No, guys. Hello. Or is it too much information to process? Was I fast? Should I repeat something? Am I even audible? Can somebody give at least one thumbs up something? Oh, I'm not audible also. Okay, thank God. Somebody. I was like, shit, I spoke so much, no use. Yes, please, Ajay. Ajay, you want?
I have replied in the chat. Are you not able to see chat?
No, sir. Oh, that I had not scrolled down. Sorry. Yes. Prakash Bhai, hello. Further, it might happen. Nifty might consolidate, and broader might catch up. Absolutely, 100%. Because uh, seasonality data is saying that it might come. Yeah, as Prakash sir, market can catch later. Yes, of course it will catch. Once it starts catching up, then the move will even be more fearsome. Right. That is the time you need to participate. Your portfolios will get better. Your return on investments will be much better. And with VIX at 10, your likelihood of shakeouts will be lesser. Those will be extremely good scenarios. But as of now, I don't see a healthy scenario around.
So in such case, how you will interpret, मतलब उसमें SL कैसे लगेगा? If we are not following the chart, तो
Hmm.
इस वाले सिस्टम में SL कैसे होता है? लॉस कैसे और कहाँ बुक होगा?
यही tricky question है, sir. This is the trickiest part because see, you don't know, you cannot say, there is no way to say that this will not continue the run. There is no way to say for certain it will. What if Monday sectors start participating? The bull run can continue. 26,000, ATH also might come, right? As of today, what we see, it is not there. So till now, you follow charts, and then when the column of X turns to column of O, you try and participate with a smaller stop loss. Me, I want to try and catch, like, my attempt is to try and sell into strength, because if it reverses, then the long unwinding will be very fast, right? By the time we realize the long unwinding will happen, oh, it's fair enough. On the go, I might lose a little bigger, which is fine. But I'm trying to sell into strength because the underlying data is not giving me confidence to go long. That's all. So it depends on what kind of conviction you have. If you want a conviction, then you wait for column of X to turn to O's and you keep next the DTB as stop loss. Okay. Anything else from anybody else? No? Or one might keep Nifty system and mid small cap system differently and follow each one by its rules. Absolutely. Simple. That's it. If small cap starts joining the party, I think it's going to be a mad wild run. I think small caps and even to a large extent mid caps are okay, but small caps are the one that is holding on. The overall market health will improve, sectors will improve, everything will improve. Let's see how it plays out. But as of now, I think, see, Nifty standard deviation is above almost 3 standard deviation, which is in terms of mathematics, it has to come back. But Nifty is Nifty; it can do anything. So we'll see. Sometimes these things play out, sometimes these things don't. But try and build your system, and you figure out how you want to, you know, take your positions. But data is one way to go at it. Bank index at 80H currently. Yes. How many? Abhijit, it's a very interesting question. Bank index has hit 80H. In the last 1 week, how many stocks of banking indexes moved? Go back and have a look at that. The the thing that I have with Bank Nifty is it has 12 or 13, and 60-70% weightage of that 12 or 13 sits with SBI, HDFC, ICICI, and I think Kotak or something like that. Right? If two or three moves in that, it'll run. That is why it is so volatile as well, right? Like yesterday, if you see, it went up to almost 1%, it came back to zero, and then it ended with 0.5. Why did that happen? Right? That is the problem, trying to catch it, and that's where people end up, getting more into uh, triggered stop losses and running, trying to chase a lot of things. Result of Axis Bank is weak. In the global ADRs, it showed negative 1.5% or 2% when I checked before going to sleep or when I woke up the next day. Market opens, Axis Bank is doing its own things. Global ADRs are not able to respond, but Indian market is saying very good result. Wow, these things we can't try and decode, so I stopped breaking my head about it. But that is just a 12-13 stock index, and the weightage is also very unevenly distributed. According to me, I know it's against the law of the option traders in India. Bank Nifty is crazy. You can make also, but at that speed you lose also. That's why I try and stick to Nifty, because I've never understood that funda of this. I said Nifty is fairer. We'll see. We'll take it. Cool. Anything else from anybody else? If not, I can give you back some time, and I can also take some time back. Okay, looks like no more questions. Thank you very much. And if somebody has recorded, Mukesh ji, if you've recorded, please share the recording, and we can try and go through it later. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend. Happy Deepavali, Diwali, and God bless all of you. Bye. Thank you, Rishabh. Bye.